Hello, fellow wealth builders. This is TJ from TJTrue.com. And before we get into it, if you would hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be hit with all the up to date information as soon as it comes out, I would appreciate it. And you'll be better for it, I promise. Um, I want to talk to you about what I saw and what was very interesting. There is a Okay, so I'm going to read to you the first little line of this article, which is: in a move that could shake up the internet, private equity firm Ethos Capital is buying the company that owns every .org domain on the web. All right, so .org domains, which are usually the website uh, divisions of nonprofit organizations. Where my website is a .com, there are places like YMCA, Girl Scouts, things of that nature, .org situations, and there's a huge petition to stop them from being able to make this sale, and their fear is that they are about to start capitalizing big times on nonprofit organizations, and actually it would seem that way because of the recent dismantling of the caps of prices uh, for these situations. And what's interesting to me is that you don't ever hear anything about that, and you don't think that it's really going to matter because it doesn't affect you or I. Well, maybe you have a nonprofit organization, but I don't. And you think of how it's not going to affect you, but it kind of will in certain ways. There are always nonprofit organizations that like affect us in our everyday life, depending on what's going on with you, whether or not you have some sort of disease that you receive some kind of stipend or savings from a nonprofit or help from them, or you are part of a club that gives you some type of discount or some type of privilege. These are all things that might be affected when somebody else raises the prices, because the prices have to trickle down to the consumer, which is you and I. So if I am a Girl Scout, I'm not a Girl Scout, but if I was a Girl Scout and little 8-year-old Terry had dues that were 50 cents, right? And all of a sudden, Ethos buys all of the .orgs in the world and decides to raise the fees for owning that website to from instead of $20 a year to $200 a year. That extra $180 per website is going to come out as, like, instead of being 50 cents, which I might be poor. And like, you might be poor. There are a lot of people who are poor. Poverty is actually a normal thing in this country. So, like, think about the prices that will be increased due to what will be affecting you later on. Now, they're actually trying to stop the sale. The amount of the sale has not even been spoken aloud. Like, it hasn't been disclosed. Nobody knows how much they're trying to buy this company from. But if you've got 50,000 websites underneath your control that you can actually raise the prices up to, and there's no cap now. There is no cap on how much you can raise the price. So I'm being very nice when I say $20 to $200, because if you have a monopoly on a situation, you can do what you want to with it. You get $20 to $2,000. You know what I mean? Like, it. On one hand, it's worrisome that we're allowing something like that to happen, but then on the other hand, there's a free trade situation that we that we live in. This is the world that we live in. And yeah, the easy answer would be don't have a .org because you never know. But on the other hand, you can't say that. So obviously this video is meaningless if the sale doesn't go through. But for those of you who have a nonprofit organization, or are thinking about starting a nonprofit organization, be aware and maybe sign the petition. Later.